Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my dear brothers and sisters. Okay, now listen, this has been about, we've done a number of takes on this video, and I'm not going to be like Muhammad al-Sharif and be like take 6 or whatever, because I don't want him to think I'm trying to copy him, because he might actually start to think that he's as cool as me, or that I think he's cool and I'm trying to copy him, which is so not the case. But yeah, police sirens and all that going outside. It's London, I told you guys, the police helicopter yesterday, and now we've got police sirens. They're not after me, but this is London. Shh. Dangerous. Okay, I'm going off on a tangent, back to what I'm talking about. So, the Khatam weight control system, that's what we've been working on, and the purpose of the last couple of days and today and tomorrow is to make sure that we can interact with you in the best possible manner to find out what you want in terms of how we can provide the most efficient product for you. It's going to be literally tailor-made for you, our beloved supporters and fans, and inshallah potential team members. What you want, we want to make sure we are actually giving you what you want as opposed to what we think you want. So it's really within your interest to watch this video in its entirety, comment on it, and really give us some positive feedback. Well, if you don't want to lose weight, carry on keeping in pounds, then you can just fast forward. But if you want to, then alhamdulillah. So what we discussed already, and I'm going to reiterate again, and if you don't already know, remember they say repetition is the mother of skill. 20% of what you do, this is proven by research over and over again, that 20% of what you do is mechanics. 80%, the bigger picture that actually really has a bigger impact on whether you will actually be successful in what you do and carry it out, is the psychology behind it. I'll give you an example. You go to work, you go to school, knowing how to take notes in the most effective manner, that's only 20% of it. 80% is actually thinking, I'm actually going to be in this lesson, having the right mind state. You're going to be fully there with the lecturer throughout the whole time. You know why you're taking notes for your future job or whatever the rest of it is. A practical example, the Khatam diet, 20%, 80% what we're talking about now. So really get clued on. We talked about it from a medical perspective. Does that motivate you? Is that why you want to take control of your weight? If not, yesterday we discussed, is it for the sake of Allah? Today we're going to discuss it from a quality of life perspective, i.e. to be happy. Simple as. And this is a very broad topic, so I'm going to try and give it to you in the most, nutshell kind of way possible. Now, generally speaking, are you happy with how you look in the mirror? Are you happy with how you feel when you wake up in the morning? Are you happy with how you think other people perceive you? Perhaps you're married, let's be honest. Do you feel that your wife is not attracted to you anymore, or your husband's not attracted to you anymore? And it sounds a bit superficial, but perhaps this is what motivates you. And at the end of the day, if you have a beautiful wife, then you should make that effort to look good for her as well. And we want to make it clear, we're not, here, we're not trying to talk about things from a superficial and shallow perspective. But at the end of the day, we're built on practical health tips, practical fitness and nutrition tips that can actually improve your life on a more holistic level. And because we are talking about it from a holistic level, perhaps that is the case. Maybe you just want to feel good about yourself. It's actually proven that, for example, say if you're depressed, say if you're down in the dumps or whatever, there's actually 2 elements to quickly change in your mood. Within a second, you'll be laughing and jumping around. Let me ask you a question. For example, can you ever be depressed whilst playing a game of basketball or football? Can you ever be sitting there crying, no matter what happened? No matter what happened. The worst thing could have happened, but can you be in a state of complete depression if you're out in the gym, bench pressing, whatever, jerking, cleaning like 150 pounds? You can't. Why? Because first and foremost, the physiology that you actually implement within yourself is the first thing that you need in order to change your mood. The second thing is focus. Now you can think I'm talking rubbish, but try it yourself. Next time you're upset, just start jumping up and down and screaming for no apparent reason. I promise you, your mood will completely change. The second element to changing your state, along with your physiology, is your focus. Because there's no point jumping up and down without something to focus on. Maybe that is something that can entirely change your day. And I'm telling you, this tactic, if you implement it, it will work. Now imagine if through your health, through your actual physical kind of condition, through your medical condition, you could implement this. Because your health and fitness is such a vital part of your entire life, imagine if this was a day-to-day kind of thing, that taking care of what you eat and all the rest of it would actually engage your physiology and focus in such a way, you'd be happy most of the time. bit of a complex subject, so I hope you understand. If you don't, just make sure you comment below and then I can re-clarify it for you, inshallah. But just briefly to reiterate again, physiology and focus change your state of mood. Nutrition, health, taking care of your body, it engages your physiology. A1, when you eat, for example, when people are upset and they eat a lot, right? There's that stereotype of where sisters, when they get upset, they eat a lot of ice cream. Well, to an extent, why do they do that? Is because when they eat, they're moving, stuff's going into their stomach, their stomach's expanding, they're breathing more, and that's engaging their physiology. Their focus is changing because now they're focusing on the taste of that ice cream. It's so delicious and all the rest of it. The same way, if you take the Khatam diet, for example, and you implement the rules and principles of dieting that we show in corroboration with Sunnah and science. And remember, we're not going to be getting you to eat lettuce and cucumber your whole life. This is actually practical things that you can eat, because we understand that not every single person in the entire world can eat cabbage forever. It's actually showing you how you can eat tasteful foods in a manner that is actually beneficial for you. So imagine that, engaging your physiology in that way, and then obviously going out and working out. Subhanallah, every single day, if you do this in and out over and over again, you'll be on top of the moon, you'll be on cloud nine. I know I am. Every time I'm working out, every time I'm running, I'm going for an intensive run or whatever, I feel amazing. And there's a chemical called endorphins that is released after your workout as well. SubhanAllah, it's such an amazing feeling. It actually feels like, so I've been told, actually I'm not going to say that, but basically it's a really good feeling. Tell me, is this something that you want? Is this a reason why you want to get in shape? Is this a reason why you want to take control of your weight and ultimately get your hands on that Khatam diet? If it is, why wouldn't it be? You'll be smiling, you'll be happier. It gives you a better quality of life. People around you will feel good when you feel good about yourself around them. It will be a knock-on effect, a domino effect. So remember, is it your medical? Is it medical reasons? Is it for the sake of Allah, or is it for a better quality of life? Is it for that long-lasting smile on your face, which is a sunnah anyway? Let us know. Comment. Like the video first. Share it if you have to. In fact, share it definitely, but make sure you comment. Inshallah, I will see you tomorrow with the last part of this series, and then we will get down to giving you that Khatam diet book, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wait, you can't go yet. I'm joking. Assalamu alaikum.